live from Seiko Field, where the #1 ranked Seattle Mariners play host to the Houston Astros, who are 7.5 games back of them in the AL West. However, they are in the driver's seat in that wild card race. Should be a very good game. Our second trip to Seiko Field this season. That game was great. This one should be a lot of fun as well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I am your host, Elon Olive, and we've got quite the game for you. Dallas Keuchel will take the mound for Houston. He's made 24 starts on the year, 6-8 with an ERA of 4.19. His fifth start against Seattle. He's 1-1 with an ERA of 3.20 against the Mariners. He'll be opposed by Hisashi Iwakuma. I always forget this one. Iwakuma. He's made 25 starts on the year, is 7-9 with an ERA of 4.52. His fifth start against Houston, he's 1-1 with the 3.24 ERA against the Astros. Robinson Cano is riding a 12-game hitting streak. 78 degrees wind speed, 10 miles per hour, left to right. As we open this one up, and Marwin Gonzalez for the Houston Astros is going to lead things off, the first baseman. And here comes the first pitch. That one's going to be low for ball one. Iwakuma, we saw him take on the Red Sox earlier in the season, did fine there. And a swing and a miss for strike one on Marwin Gonzalez. Over in the sixth inning, the Kansas City Royals currently trail the Chicago White Sox 5-3. That game really of no importance as Gonzalez swings this one. It's headed across the first base line into foul territory. Beautiful night here at Seiko Field. And the next pitch to Gonzalez. Popped up high. Ionetta throws his mask off, retreats back, and he will not make the play as it goes out of play. Pitch number 5 coming from Iwakuma, and that's going to be outside. 2-2. Iwakuma sets, delivers, and that's low and outside. 3-2 the count. And the Astros looking to get on with a leadoff walk. In the fourth inning, the San Francisco Giants currently lead the Colorado Rockies 1-0. And that NL West showdown as Gonzalez fouls that one off. Breaking ball from Iwakuma. Gonzalez. Liner along the first base line.
Number 22.
And
Jason
Cruz makes the catch. In the fourth inning, the San Diego Padres trail the NL West leading Arizona Diamondbacks 3-0. The Diamondbacks currently on a 16-game winning streak, looking to make it 17. Iwakuma. They're averaging 280 against the right-hander from Japan, 111 strikeouts to 33 walks. Here comes Jason Kipnis, 302, 20 home runs, 76 RBIs. He was acquired by the Astros during our trade deadline special, so all the players are where they're going to be. There'll be no more trades. This is it. Kipnis was acquired to replace Altuve, who went to the aforementioned Arizona Diamondbacks, and he gets called down on a strike. Good play there, and now here comes Carlos Correa. 253 average, 13 home runs, and 57 RBIs. First pitch to Correa. Correa fouls that one across the first base line for strike one. So he waits again. And that one's going to be way outside and high. 1-1 the count. Ionetta gives the sign to Iwakuma. Evan Gattis, the designated hitter, on deck. You got Mike Freeman in left field, Leonis Martin in center, Nelson Cruz at right, Kyle Seager at third baseman, Brandon Crawford, who was acquired by the Mariners during the trade deadline special, At shortstop, Robinson Cano. At second, Adam Lind at first baseman, and Chris Iannetta behind the plate for Iwakuma. Next pitch to Correa. Correa pops this one high. Iannetta retreats back, and that will go foul. 1-2 the count. 2 down. And Correa grounds this one, headed for the gap, tries to get into shallow left field, picked up by Crawford, fires the first for the third out.
Number 60, Dallas, Keuchel.
So Keuchel will now come on for the Astros.
Number 35,
6-8 record, as I mentioned earlier, but 146 strikeouts to 45 walks. They're averaging 262 against him. Pretty good year for the left-hander. He'll face Brandon Crawford first. 281, 5 homers, 37 RBIs this season for the former San Francisco Giant. In the 9th inning, the Tampa Bay Rays are beating the New York Yankees 11-4. First pitch to Crawford. Outside corner on the dish. 0-1. Boston Red Sox currently losing to the Baltimore Orioles 6-4 in the 9th inning. The Red Sox holding a pretty good lead there in the AL East. Next pitch to Crawford. Another strike as he swings at a bad one and comes up empty. And Keuchel delivers again, and he is firing heat, 91 miles an hour.
12,
swung on and missed.
Martin.
And down goes Crawford. Here comes Leonis Martin. 284 average, 25 home runs, 62 RBIs for the center fielder for the Mariners. Pitch to Martin. Martin, this one is headed for center field. Springer back to the track, makes the play.
Second baseman, number
and
22.
That will
Robinson,
be out number 2 for the Astros. You've got Rasmussen left, Springer at center, Marisnik at right, Dixon at third, Correa at shortstop, Kipnis at second, Marwin Gonzalez at first. Jason Castro will be catching for Dallas Keuchel. Here comes Robinson Cano riding a 12-game hitting streak. .338 average, 22 home runs, and 81 RBIs. First pitch to Cano. Cano, this one along the first base line, and it goes it's going to be fair. Up on the wall, Cano's got a stand-up double.
Right fielder, number
Marisnik
23,
didn't have a chance to
Nelson
get that one in, and now
Cruz.
here comes Nelson Cruz. 275 average, 31 home runs, and 83 RBIs with Cano on second. 2 down. And the pitch, Cruz. Pop this one high. Castro retreats back. I don't think he's going to get it as it fades to the left and out of play. Beautiful night here in Safeco Field, as you can see. Cruz. That one popped up high, and that's already called foul, so Castro doesn't even bother with it. And here comes Cruz again. Count is 0-2. Keuchel going to try to get him to go, and that one will be missed low for ball 1. 1-2. 2 down, runner on second here in the first inning. Keuchel trying to work out of an early jam, and that next pitch, high and inside, ball 2. Keep your eye on Cano. He's not likely to go, but in this situation with 2 down, you never know. Currently in the first inning, the Texas Rangers lead the Oakland Athletics 1-0. And Nelson Cruz, fly ball, headed for left field. Rasmus retreats back to the wall, makes the catch, and that will end the first inning.
11,
So after one,
Evan
it is 0-0. Leading off this inning for the Astros will be Evan Gattis. Designated hitter, most of the times catcher. 260 average, 25 home runs, and 79 RBIs. First pitch to Gattis. Late called strike for 0-1. Iwakuma looking pretty good here. Is Gattis. Fly ball for left field. Freeman goes back, and that's going to go into the stands, but on the wrong side of the foul pole. Gattis steps out of the box. Back in. And the delivery from Iwakuma. And he got him to go down looking for 1 out.
Dixon.
And now here comes the home run leader for the Astros, Thomas Dixon, third baseman, 255, 27 home runs, and 80 RBIs. Good season for him so far, all-star season for him. As Dixon, fly ball, center field, Martin making a play, and he'll get
Center
it.
Fielder, Number 4.
And a quick
George
1-2 so
Springer.
far, and now here comes Springer. Center fielder, 294, 22 home runs, 74 RBIs here in the 2017 MLB play-along. First pitch to Springer. Rips and misses for strike one. This Houston Astros team last year in the 2016 MLB play-along made it all the way to Game 7 of the ALCS and lost thanks to a home run by Edwin Encarnacion of the eventual world champion Toronto Blue Jays in Game 7 in the bottom of the 8th inning. This team is out for redemption. They won the division last year as Springer swings and missed 1-2 the count. Not likely to win the division this year, but if they can make it a close game against Seattle here, who knows? If they can win that best 2 out of 3 wild card series, then they're going to probably face the Red Sox. It's way too early to be talking about that, as that one's at the shoulders for ball 2, but you never know. 2 down, counts 2-2. And that loads the count off the ground. Springer looking for a walk. Let's see if he can get it. Instead, Springer will drill this one into right field, and that's going into the stands on the wrong side of the foul pole again. Springer back into the box. What a showdown we got going on in Philadelphia in the 8th inning. It's Atlanta 8-9, the Phillies 8. Springer walked, as that one will be just outside.
Left fielder, number 28.
And now
Colby
here comes
Rasmus.
Colby Rasmus. He hit a walk-off homer during the playoffs last year. A little bit of a quiet season for him thus far. 224, 18 home runs, and 41 RBIs. And Rasmus, swing and a miss, strike one. His contract is up after this year, so he may be going elsewhere. And another swing and a miss. 0-2, quick hole for the left fielder. And this time he holds up. Ball 1. And he gets another ball. That fastball not in there correctly. Good news for the Diamondbacks fans. Los Angeles Dodgers, or sorry, bad news for the Diamondbacks fans. Los Angeles Dodgers lead the Milwaukee Brewers in the 6th inning, 9-3. And Springer's going for second, but they strike him out.
Number 21, Franklin.
So
Gutierrez.
we go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score, and it'll be Gutierrez, Seager, and Ionetta scheduled for the Mariners. If you're out there, we'd love to hear from you. Jump in the chat room or in the comments a little bit later on if you'd like. So, Franklin Gutierrez, the designated hitter, 173 average, 2 homers and 7 RBIs. Gutierrez, fly ball headed for left field, but it's going to go foul for a long strike. Keuchel sets, delivers, and that one is going to be low. 1-1. The next one, another ball just above the letters, ball 2. And another one in there, ball 3. 31 the count. Gutierrez holds up and he gets walked. So the Mariners have a man on base.
15, Kyle Seager.
And now that'll bring up Kyle Seager. Third baseman, 251 average, 13 home runs, 56 RBIs. And the first pitch to Seager. On the outside half of the plate, called strike 1. Seager again. Going to be another ball, or a ball for 1-1. Seager again, and that will be in tight, 2-1. Seager, fly ball. This one looks like it's going to cross the first base line and go foul. Marwin Gonzalez chases it down, but he doesn't have a play. Pitch to Seager again, and that one will be just missed. Full count. Payoff pitch from Keuchel. Popped up high, and it looks like this one's going into the bleachers behind home plate. So we'll keep going. 20 pitches thrown tonight so far by Keuchel through 1 2/3 innings. And he walks Seager. So Kyle Seager's on.
Catcher,
Gutierrez is on
33,
second, and that'll bring up Iannetta. Iannetta, 195, 6 home runs, 31 RBIs. First pitch to him. Breaking ball, ball 1. Keuchel delivers. And that's high and in for ball 2. Chris Iannetta, also in the final year of his contract with Seattle, will probably be going elsewhere as he fouls that one off. 2-1 the count. And we have a final from Philadelphia. The Braves outlast the Phillies. Final score 9-8. Iannetta below the knees inside. 31 the count. And you can sense the Mariners going to try to load the bases as he holds up. And he gets in there for a strike 2. Full count. And now the question is what is Iannetta going to do? Is he going to hold or is he going to swing? I think he has to swing. And he will, but this one goes foul, so it keeps that back going. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Iannetta, fly ball. Castro throws off his mask. He might have a play here. And it goes foul, so we're going to get an 8th pitch. We'll see it right now. And he walks Iannetta, and the bases are loaded. Here we go.
First baseman, number 26.
And here comes Adam Lind. 270 average, 15 home runs, 47 RBIs. His on-base percentage, though, is .318. He's been walked. No, we don't have that. Doesn't say how many times he's been walked, but Keuchel has dealt a lot of walks tonight. 3 as opposed to 1 strikeout. Bases loaded, nobody down. First pitch to Lind. Lind fouls that one off. Strike 1. Lind again. High for ball 1, 1-1. Just don't walk in a run here, Keuchel. Lind, ground ball. That's going to get into the outfield, and the Mariners have a run scored.
Fielder, Mike Freeman.
So Gutierrez scores. And Lind gets the RBI. 1-0 Seattle. Mike Freeman will now go. 219. 3 RBIs, no home runs. So let's see if he can pad his stats here. First pitch to him. Just a bit high for ball 1. And that one looks at strike 1. Not sure he agreed with that call, but he's going to have to keep going. Hey, Al Red Sox fan, welcome to Seattle. It's a beautiful night here, that's for sure. How are you in your neck of the woods, buddy? So that next pitch will be high and inside for ball 2. Bases loaded, 1 down. Sticky situation for the 2015 AL Cy Young Award winner. And he fouls that one, so if he can just get him to whiff one, this could help him. And the pitch. Up high, and we got a full count. Can't walk him in this situation. And the pitch. Freeman, fly ball, headed for left field. Marisnik back, and it goes foul. So we'll do it again. 38 pitches thrown by Keuchel so far, and he hasn't even gotten to 1 1/3 yet. Freeman. Ground ball. This one fielded by Correa. Correa kicks it over to Lind for 1. Now over to Gonzalez for 2. And I believe they'll get the double, but Seager still scores. And you got a runner on third.
Crawford.
And now here comes Brandon Crawford. If you watched our EOSN MLB play along trade special, you would know Brandon Crawford was taken by Seattle. Well, his team doesn't look like, the Giants don't look like they're going to make a lot of noise. So they decided to do the right thing by him and give him a chance at a ring. And I tell you what, this Seattle Mariners team has a shot to deliver it. Not only did they get Brandon Crawford, they got some awesome pitchers as well. Let's see if we can bring them up for you. They got Danny Duffy and Jose Fernandez. Put that with King Felix, and you've got yourself a tough pitching staff. First pitch to Crawford. Crawford just catches the outside corner for strike 2. Keuchel goes to Crawford again, and that's going to be a changeup for ball 1. 1-2 the count. And in Arizona, San Diego has taken the lead over the Diamondbacks 4-3. The big reason why we're updating that one is the Diamondbacks going into tonight ride the biggest winning streak in Major League Baseball at 16. Crawford, fly ball. This one looks like it's going into the right field, and it is clear for land. No, it's not. It bounced off the wall and into the field, but Brandon Crawford makes it happen, and it's a 3-run game as Ionetta scores. I'm doing good, Al. Finally had some, it's been a pretty hectic few weeks over here. Finally had some time to do a broadcast of my own. Been watching your broadcast lately and thoroughly enjoying that, so great job with that as per usual. If you guys are not already subscribed, go check out Al Red Sox Fan is the name of the channel. He does a lot of, I guess you could say, specialty type games where he comes up with scenarios and he does one-and-done tournaments and stuff like that. Really, really great YouTube sportscaster. Back to our action here. Leonis Martin will take the first pitch in for ball 1. Martin riding a 6-game hitting streak. And that one is going to be out wide. 2-0. And he finally gets one in there for 2-1. Martin, ground ball headed for Jason Kipnis, and he gets past him. Marisnik has to pick it up, and what looked like would be a pretty easy out for
second baseman Robinson.
The Astros turn into a big no-no for Jason Kipnis, and all of a sudden Crawford scores. All right, here's Cano, 1 for 1 tonight. Doubled off the wall in right field. Here comes the pitch. And that one's going to be off the corner for ball 1. Cano. Fly ball headed for right field. Marisnik fades back. Looks like this is going to go foul. And it does. In the 3rd inning, the Rangers continue to take care of Oakland 2-0. And Cano in there below the belt, first called strike 2. Keuchel has got to get out of this inning. This has been a long 2nd inning for the Astros. And that is going to be just missed for ball 2. 2-2 the count. And Cano, fly ball into right field. Marisnik back to the wall, and that is clear for landing. In the high rows of the lower deck here at Safeco Field, Robinson Cano gets another one. What a game by him so far. 2 hits,
Nelson,
a double and a home run. Here comes Nelson Cruz. And it's a 6-0 ball game here. Keuchel pitches to Cruz, and that's a changeup. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Cruz again fouls that one off. 0-2. Can Keuchel get out of this one? Not quite yet, as that is going to be missed low and inside for ball 1. Keuchel steps off the rubber. Him and Castro having a little bit of a meeting, trying to figure out what to do now. Dallas Keuchel has allowed 6 runs in this inning alone. His ERA for this game, 32.4. Absolutely crazy. All right, the conference is over as the umpire breaks it up and Keuchel gets back on the mound. Delivers to Castro. And that one is going to be outside for ball 2. Doesn't take a lot of time, gets back on the mound. Nods, agrees with Castro, delivers. And finally gets the strikeout he needs.
Jake.
And now the Astros go back to their dugout in a 6-0 hole. Check in the chat room at the end of that hellacious inning for the Astros. Al Red Sox says, glad you're back. Well, thank you, Al. It's good to be back. Hopefully we'll be doing some more stuff very, very soon. All right, here comes Jake Marisnick. Tell you what, Al, I am looking forward to the playoffs this year. This is going to MLB playoffs and MLB play-along playoffs are going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Jake Marisnick will now be the batter for Houston. It's Marisnick, Castro, and Gonzalez. Marisnick, 198 average, 5 home runs, and 30 RBIs. First pitch to him. Inside for ball 1 here at the top of the 3rd. Next one, Marisnick. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Iwakuma really getting everything he needs here, and that next one is going to be breaking ball. Low, 2-1. And Colorado has absolutely shattered San Francisco. Last time we checked on that, it was a 1-0 game in favor of San Francisco. Now, as you can see in the 5th inning, it is 5-1, the Rockies. As Marisnick will get that one way outside for ball 3. Marisnick, ground ball, that's hit up the center, and he's got a base hit.
Catcher,
so maybe the Astros
15,
are starting to get something going, and it'll
Castro.
now be Jason Castro. 216, 6 home runs, and 25 RBIs this season so far for the left-handed catcher. Castro, first pitch on the inside corner, strike 1. Iwakuma checks the runner out first, stares into Ionetta. They're on the same page. And that butt pitch will be too far inside for ball 1. Ionetta tried to frame it, but the ump didn't have it. Keep an eye on Marisnick. And that one is going to get a pass. Ionetta, it's scored a wild pitch. And now Marisnick's over on second. Well, it looks like the Arizona Diamondbacks' 16-game winning streak will be finally coming to an end. 7th inning. San Diego leads Arizona 4-3. You never know with that team. But it looks like it could be coming to an end. However, the Red Sox and the Cubs still carry the best records in the league. Castro. That pitch is going to be just below the belt for strike 2. So here we go again. Castro. Strikeout is that is a strike 3 called, and that's 1 down, and we'll see Marwin Gonzalez 0 for 1 in the game tonight. He lined out to right. First pitch to Marwin. High and outside, just barely, but it's ball 1. Gonzalez, ground ball along the first base line. It gets past Lind. Lind bobbles it. I don't know if he's going to get back there in time. He won't as Gonzalez
Jason
gets to first, and they're scoring it in E3, and the Astros have runners on the corners. Jason Kipnis picked up in the trade. As the way things sit now, going into this game, the Astros trailed the Mariners in the AL West. Mariners were leading it the whole division. They're winning the division by 7.5 games over the second-place Astros. But the Astros right now are in the driver's seat when it comes to the wild card. They would host it, or they would have home field advantage if the season ended today. Here in the MLB play-along, we do, instead of a one-and-done wild card game, we do best 2 out of 3 wild card series. So The Astros would have a home field advantage in that one, and if it was over today, they'd be playing the Red Sox. As that ground ball gets to Cano to Crawford. Marisnik's going to score, but I don't know if it'll count because they might have gotten Kipnis. I think they did.
Franklin.
Yes, they did. So the run does not count, and the Mariners go back on the offense to see if they can do some more damage. Franklin Gutierrez walked in the second inning. Let's see what he can do here. Checking in on the chat. Our Red Sox fan here in our VIP box, the EOSN VIP box here at Safeco Field. We got a VIP box at every game. If you turn up for the live chat, you could be in that VIP box too. He says 32.4 is excellent for an NBA scoring per game average. Not so much for ERA for baseball. Yeah, Keuchel is he's struggling in this game. He's now at 27. His overall ERA is 4.48. Not great. Gutierrez, who walked in the first inning. First pitch is going to be high and inside for ball one. Gutierrez again. This time it's a late strike called. 1-1 the count. And another one. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And Keuchel takes no time, gets back on the mound, delivers. And Gutierrez, fly ball into right field, and that is going to go foul. And you can hear all the Astros fans all the way down in the great Lone Star State take a deep breath when that thing went foul. 6-run game to the team that is the only team in your division above you, but they're above by 7.5. You need to start picking up games on them now, as the next one will be below the zone, ball two. But as we mentioned, Seattle was very pitching focused during the trade special. They acquired Danny Duffy from the Kansas City Royals and Jose Fernandez from the Miami Marlins. So it's very, very interesting that they focus that much on starting pitching. And you put those two with Felix Hernandez, that could be a lethal group to meet. Gutierrez way inside for ball three. As Gutierrez fouls that one. Full count. Keuchel wants to get an out quick. Will he get it? As that one's popped foul again. Keuchel certainly has had better days. Currently carries a record of 6-8. And walk Gutierrez again. So
third baseman
Keuchel,
Seager.
4 walks to 2 strikeouts tonight. They're averaging off of him 500. And just so you guys know, the only thing I'm controlling is the offense. I am leaving stolen base decisions and, well, really base running decisions and all defensive setups up to the computer. So when the computer decides Keuchel's had enough, they'll pull him. First pitch to Seager. High and in, ball one. I'm really surprised they haven't pulled Keuchel yet, as he has obviously not got his stuff, as he swings and misses at a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. 1-1. Well, the Dodgers are pulling away from Milwaukee. The score in the 8th is 13-3, so the Dodgers look as if they're going to gain a game on the Diamondbacks. Hard to believe the Diamondbacks currently on a 16-game winning streak. However, Los Angeles went in tonight only down 3.5 games, so they didn't fall behind by much. And that pitch gets past Castro. There goes Gutierrez, and it's being scored a wild pitch. Kyle Seager, really comfortable. 2-1 the count. And that's 3-1. High and outside. Seager probably just going to take this one, and he does. But it's in there at the knees for a strike. Full count. Pitch to Seager. And he walked him. And now you got to wonder,
Catcher, Chris,
when are we going to see the manager for the Astros come out and say he's had enough? A.J. Hinch. A.J. Hinch not out there yet. Now here comes Iannetta. Iannetta, first pitch. Inside, ball 1. Iannetta walked in the second, and that loaded the bases. He's got a very similar situation here. Identical situation, really. That sent Gutierrez to third. Currently, he's on second, and Seager to second. Seager's on first. As Iannetta, fly ball, headed to center field. Springer makes the catch. Gets the ball in and holds the runners. So we got one out. San Francisco loses another run to the Colorado Rockies. It's 6-1 in the 6th. First pitch to Lind. Lind, fly ball, headed for right field, and that looks like it's barely going to go foul for a strike. And fastball looks at strike 2. 0-2 the count. Is he going to go right after him? And he gets the strikeout on the outside corner. Third strikeout of the night for Keuchel. 2 down, and now here comes Freeman. And that first pitch, swing and missed. Really sloppy one. He really kind of lunged at it outside the zone. And the pitch, low and way inside. Almost pretty much in the dirt. Castro did a good job stopping that one. And that one, swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Keuchel would love to get out of this inning quickly. As this one ground along the third baseline, it gets past Dixon. Rasmus gets the ball. Gutierrez will score. Seager will go to third from first. And now here comes A.J. Hinch.
Shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
And that's going to do it for Dallas Keuchel, the 2015 AL Cy Young winner. Scott Feldman, the new pitcher for the Astros. 0-1 record, 11 innings pitched, 12 hits, 2 home runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 267 average. So we're probably going to see him get this one out and call it good. Brandon Crawford will be his opponent, and he's 1 for 2. Struck out in the first and doubled off the wall in the second to make it 3-0. First pitch is going to be a swinging strike. Next pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2, 0-2. Feldman trying to get out of this early, make it a short night for him, and he does.
Shortstop,
Hits
Correa.
Brendan Crawford, and now it'll be Correa, Gaddis, and Dixon for the Astros, trailing 7-0. Look at that. 1 hit for Houston, 6 for Seattle. Pitch to Correa. Correa. This one, liner heading into shallow right field. It's down, and Carlos Correa has a hit.
Designated hitter, Evan.
And now here comes Gaddis. He's 0 for 1. Struck out in the second. This time, first pitch from Wakuma will be a strike 1 called. Gaddis takes the next one inside for ball 1. And the next pitch, breaking ball just low. Ball 2. Well, you can safely say the run for Arizona is over. Their 16-game winning streak will probably come to an end tonight. 7th inning in the desert, and it is 8-3 San Diego. Gaddis fouls that one off. Counts even at 2. And Gaddis gets it below the belt, and they give him a strike scout looking. So here comes Thomas Dixon, 0 for 1, 27 home runs. He flied out to center back in the second. First pitch to Dixon, fly ball. This one headed for left field. Freeman gets back there, makes the play. Correa will go back to first. What a great play by Martin Freeman.
George Springer.
So here comes Springer. Fly ball, Springer, this one headed for left field. And that will go foul at the very last second. Springer. This one shot for center field. Martin pedals back, And it's off the wall. Correa's going to go to third. Springer's in there with a stand-up double. And now it is 2 down, runners on second and third. Colby Rasmus. They need him to find his 2016 form. Big home run hitter for them. First pitch just below the belt for strike 1. Next one. High and inside, ball 1 here in the 4th inning. And next one, high. 2-1 the count. And 31 the count. Rasmus holds up and the bases are loaded.
Right fielder.
For Marisnik. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Line to single up the middle in his first at bat. First pitch to Marisnik. Called strike 1. Marisnik popped that one high, and that one's going to go foul. 0-2 the count. Potential payoff pitch for Marisnik. And he fouls that one off, staying alive, so he's got the timing down. 2 down. This is as good a scoring chance and a good a chance to get back in this game as any for the Astros. Marisnik. This one, ground ball along the third base line. Picked up by Kyle Seager. Seager goes to Cano to get Rasmus, and that will end the top of the 4th. It's still 7-0 Mariners. Bottom of the 4th, and Feldman comes back. He only threw three pitches last time. First pitch to Leonis Martin. Fly ball headed along the right field line. And it goes foul. Next one to Martin. Waved at it and missed for strike 2. Feldman looking a little bit more calmer with every pitch he throws. And he strikes out Martin, swinging.
Cano.
And now here comes Cano. 2 for 2 tonight. Hit a home run back in the 2nd and a double in the 1st. If he gets a triple, look out. First pitch to Cano. High and outside for ball 1. Next one. Swing and miss. 1-1 the count. And Cano holds up there. 2-1. Cano. This one headed for right field. Marisnik. Back he goes, and I don't think he's got a chance. Instead, it bounces off the upper deck sign. And Cano has 2 home runs tonight. 3 for 3, a double and 2 homers.
Right fielder, Nelson.
And now here comes Nelson Cruz. 0 for 2 tonight. Here comes the pitch. And he checks his swing, but it's in there for a strike. Cruz, fly ball, left field, forget about it, off into the upper deck. And Nelson Cruz gets in on the fun. Robinson Cano and Nelson Cruz absolutely bashing for the Mariners tonight.
Gutierrez.
Easily to see why people think this team is definitely headed for at least the NLCS at this point in time. Or ALCS. Here comes Gutierrez. 2 walks. Feldman goes at him and gets him to swing and miss for strike 1. And strike 2 called. 1 down. Can he get another one? And that one will be a ball. And it's 2-2. Owen outside. Down he goes. In there for strike 3, and that is his 3rd strikeout of the night. Feldman will now face Seager. Walked in the 2nd, walk in the 3rd, trying not to walk anymore. In the 9th inning in Arizona, it's 8-3. So we can pretty well state that that 16-game winning streak will be coming to an end tonight. Kyle Seager. That one will be low for ball 1. Seager. Fly ball, right field. Marisnik going back to the wall. He doesn't have a chance. Clear for landing in right field. And the Seattle Mariners just absolutely blowing this game up. 10-0. And the Seattle Mariners fans are loving what they're seeing right now. Here comes Iannetta. First pitch will be way inside for ball 1. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And that one a curve down and away for ball 2. Well, this has turned into an absolute blowout, but you never know. As Iannetta swings and misses for that, 2-2 the count. Iannetta, ground ball, this one. To shortstop Correa. Correa goes to Gonzalez, fires it, beats him by a mile.
Catcher.
What a
Jason
throw by Jose
Castro.
Correa. So we check the chat room. Our Red Sox fan left his MVP box for a minute, but he's back now just in time to see the Cruz homer. Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't know, that Kyle Seager homer is definitely giving it a run for its money, just how that thing took off and didn't have a chance. All right, here we go into the top of the 5th. Jason Castro, 0 for 1 tonight. Uwakuma is probably going to get the win. I mean, let's be honest, it's a 10-0 game as Castro fouls that one off. Tell you what, if this keeps up the way it's going, I'm going to take it off of pitch mode and go to at-bat mode to kind of speed things up. Castro, swing and a miss for strike 2. And that's going to be a ball. 1-2 the count. And Castro fouls that one away. Make it 1-2. Castro. Way outside and high. 2-2 the count.
First
and he
baseman,
swings
Marwin
and misses.
Gonzalez.
And that's strikeout number 6 for Uwakuma. Marwin Gonzalez now 0 for 2. First pitch. On the inside part of the plate. Strike 1. Gonzalez. Late strike 2 called. Here we go. Gonzalez, ground ball, picked up by Uwakuma. Kuma fires it to Lind, and that will be out number 2.
Second baseman, Jason.
Now here comes Jason Kipnis. Kipnis. First pitch, strike 1 called. And Kipnis, fly ball. Popped up high. Lind makes a play for it. It's his, and he
First
makes the
baseman,
catch. And that will end the
Lind.
top of the 5th as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Feldman's still in there. He'll face Lind, Freeman, and Crawford. First pitch to Lind. Breaking ball just catches inside corner for called strike 1. Next pitch to Lind. Ball. Count 1-1. And swing and a miss. 80-mile-an-hour breaking ball from Feldman. 1-2 the count. Can he finish him off? Not quite, as that one will be ball 2. And Lind. Fly ball. Shallow right field. Marisnik gets on his horse. Runs up.
Fly.
Makes the catch.
Freeman.
And that's 1 down. Here comes Freeman. First pitch. Too far outside for ball 1. Feldman again. Freeman chases it out of the zone. 1-1. And strike 2 called. Beautiful curveball by Feldman. 86 miles per hour. Freeman again. This time it's going to be a ball 2. And Freeman up and away. Ball 3. So, full count. Payoff pitch from Feldman. Struck him out. He dropped it. Throw to first, and they get the strikeout.
Brandon Crawford.
Castro drops the ball, but recovers it, fires it over to Marwin Gonzalez, and that'll be 2 down. Brandon Crawford, though, who has been really, really good against this Houston Astros team tonight. He's batting .667, sorry, slugging .667, batting .333. First pitch to Crawford. Swings and miss for strike 1. And it's officially over. The 16-game winning streak by the Arizona Diamondbacks has officially come to an end thanks to an 8-3 victory by the San Diego Padres. So the streak will end at 16. And all is right in the world again. Let's be honest. As much as I love the Diamondbacks, them winning 16 games in a row is a little suspect. Brendan Crawford. 0-2, Feldman. Going to go right after him. Crawford. Ground ball picked up by Correa, misses it. So it gets into left field, and Rasmus
Martin
fires it in, and Crawford's on base. Here comes Leonis Martin. Grounded a single back in the second, struck out the last time he was at bat. And the first pitch is going to be high and in for ball one. Next pitch. Fastball, ball two. And the next one is going to be a swing and a miss. Strike one. So 2-1. Feldman trying to get out of this inning. Martin swings and misses. 2-2 the count. Trying to finish him off. And instead it's below the zone and he loads the count. Payoff pitch. This one dropped right in front of the plate. Picked up by Marwin Gonzalez. Goss fires it over to Feldman for the third and final out of the inning.
Carlos Correa.
So now we go to the top of the sixth. It's 10-0. This game has gotten way out of hand. Checking in on our VIP box over here with Al, Red Sox fan. He says he's cleaning the kitchen and listening. Well, thank you for the listen, Al. I greatly appreciate it. All right. As we mentioned earlier, if you haven't checked out his channel, it's Al Red Sox Fan, one of the very good YouTube sportscasters going today. Not only does he do games like this, but he also, and I feel like this is where he's really, really talented, he has a boxing game that he does, but he also will do radio style calls of boxing matches on TV. So if you're like me and you don't want to pay for the pay-per-view, I listen to Al Red Sox Fan, so give him a listen. As we return to the game, Carlos Correa, 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch to him. Ball, and you know what? This has gotten way out of hand, so I'm switching everything to at-bat mode. That way we will speed this thing up. If it gets close, I'll take it back down to pitch mode. But okay, Correa. Fly ball. Cano calls for it. That one just went high as an elevator shaft, and he gets the out. And now here comes Evan Gattis. Gattis. Ground ball along the third base line. Picked up by Kyle Seager. Seager fires the in for out number 2.
Third baseman, Thomas.
And now here comes Dixon, 0 for 2. He needs to bust out and get going. And this one along the third base line again. Seager, black hole, fires the in. Second verse, same as the first.
Baseman, Robinson.
And he's out. And now here comes Cano. 2 home runs today. Let's see if he's got a third in him. This one, line drive into shallow right field. Gets past Marisnik. Cano gets on his horse, gets to second. He's going to third. Slides. He's safe. So he is a single away from the cycle. He has a home run, a double, and now a triple. So Cano will be looking for that single, and now here comes Nelson Cruz. Last at-bat was a home run. It's his only hit of the day. Is this one, center field shot. Springer looks like he's got it, and he makes the easy play for out number 1, and that will score Cano.
Franklin Gutierrez.
All right, here comes Gutierrez. Fly ball. Left field, Rasmus makes the play for out number 2. Now here's Seager. 1 for 1. Hit a solo homer down the right field line, measured 337 feet. And that's what made it 10-0. Seager. Ground ball into Jason Kipnis. Kipnis gets it over to Gonzalez, and that finally will give them a quick defensive inning.
George Springer.
And here comes Springer. Uwakuma working into the 7th inning. Springer 1 for 1. Doubled off the wall his last at bat. Let's see what he does this time. Ground ball along the third base line. Seager runs up, makes the play. Tries to fire to Lynn in time. Did he get there? Waiting for the call. He's out.
Rasmus.
I'm not sure that was the right call. It looked really close to me, but we'll go with it. Here comes Colby Rasmus. 1 down, 0 for 1 today.
Right
And down
fielder,
he goes,
Jake
swinging. Marisnik, 1 for 2. Pitch to him. Ground ball headed right towards Brandon Crawford. Crawford makes a good play, gets it, fires it to Lind, and that will end
Catcher, Chris Pianetta.
the top of the 7th. So we're stretching here in Seattle. And everybody's having a good time here in Seattle. That is for sure. As we prepare for the stretch. And for the first time here in EOSN, we're going to be playing Take Me Out to the Ball Game at the opening stretch. Hope you enjoy it. So that was Take Me Out to the Ball Game here for our 7th inning stretch. Figured we'd do that because, let's be honest, it doesn't really feel like baseball without a good 7-inning stretch, and that's one thing I really missed about using payoff pitch baseball, or sorry, inside pitch baseball. They play Take Me Out to the Ball Game automatically during the 7th inning stretch, so we're going to figure out a way to make this work. Scott Feldman takes to the mound for the Houston Astros, and it'll be Iannetta, Lyndon Freeman for the Mariners. First pitch to Iannetta. Well, it's actually the only one as we are in speed-up mode because this is such a blowout. This one along the third base line. Dixon picks up, fires it to Gonzalez for out number 1. Next up will be Adam Lind. 1 for 3 tonight. Lind, fly ball. This one headed for left field. Marisnik doesn't have a chance. Clear for landing in the left field stance. No, it drops off the wall. My bad. From our angle, it looked like a home run, but instead it's a double. So here comes Freeman, keeping an eye right here on Robinson Cano. He has 2 home runs, a double, and a triple. A single away from the cycle. Freeman, ground ball. This one headed to Carlos Correa. Correa fires to Marvin Gonzalez. That should be out number 2.
Pitching for Houston,
and
number 45. Michael
new
Feliz.
Pitcher for the Astros, Michael Feliz, right-hander. 3-1 is the rec. 3-1 and a save for him. 62 innings pitched. He has only allowed 14 home runs and 14 walks, but he struck out 88, averaging .295 against him. Here comes Brandon Crawford, 2 for 4 tonight. First pitch to him. Fly ball. Correa calling for it. Makes the play fairly easily.
Jason
And
Castro.
we go to the top of the 8th. Uwakuma is going to stay in there. He's got a shutout going, so why not? So Jason Castro will be the man for Houston. And he will get a good one. Shallow into right field, and that's a base hit. All they need now is just to string together some base hits. Marwin Gonzalez, 0 for 3. See what he does here. Strikes him out. Swinging,
Jason
and now here comes Kipnis. 0 for 3. Kipnis. Fly ball, center right. Martin on his horse, and that is clear for landing in the upper deck. And the shutout has been broken up. So it is now 11-2.
Shortstop.
9-run game here in the bottom or the top of the 8th. Here comes Carlos Correa and Uwakuma still in there. First pitch to Correa. This one lined into the gap between third, and short. Crawford makes the play. Gets it to Lind for out number 2. Here comes Gaddis. Gaddis. This one along the third base line. Seager makes the play, fires to Lind, and I tell you what, Kyle Seager has been absolutely phenomenal on the defensive end of the game tonight. And now we get to see the Mariners here in the bottom of the 8th. It will be Martin, Cano, and Cruz. We are going to be very interested to see what happens with Cano. Martin, ground ball, headed to Kipnis. Kipnis fires to Gonzalez, and that will be out number 1. And now we get to see Cano.
Second baseman, Robinson, Cano.
4 for 4 today. 2 home runs, a double, and a triple. We're looking for a single. Let's see what happens. Cano, fly ball, headed for left field, and this one is caught. Bryce Springer, so the cycle will probably not happen, and that'll now bring up Nelson Cruz with 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. And they strike him out.
Thomas, Dixon.
So they're leaving in Uwakuma, who's 3 outs away from a full game win. He's pitched 114 pitches. His estimated pitch count is 110. So if he gives up anything major, you can bet we'll see the manager of Seattle, Scott Servais, coming in to pull him. But we'll see what happens now. First pitch to Thomas, the pitch to Dixon. And he strikes him out.
George Springer.
Only took 4 pitches to do it, and now here comes Springer. And he strikes Springer out. Here comes Colby Rasmus. 0 for 2. Hiroshi Iwakuma is 1 out away from a full game. And the pitch to Rasmus. This one lined right at Cano. He makes the catch, and that's going to do it. Final score here in Seattle. The Mariners come through and come up big time. Oh, hold on. Gotta love OSB or OBS. Window capture. Well, it isn't giving us for some reason, it's not giving us a player of the game, but I can tell you right now, it's Iwashimi Uwakama.
The final score
there we
from
go.
Safeco Field, Seattle 11, Houston 2. Hisashi Iwakuma picks up the win. He is now 8-9 on the season. Dallas Keuchel is the loser. He is now 6-9. Jason Kipnis hit home run number 21 on the season. Robinson Cano hit 2. He now has 24 on the season. Nelson Cruz hit number 32. Kyle Seager hit number 14. Time of the game, 3 hours, 13 minutes.
That felt a lot longer than that, especially with that long second inning. Well, the final score here from Seattle, 11-2. 12 hits for Seattle, 5 for Houston, 1 error on Seattle, but it didn't matter as Uwakuma picks up his 8th win of the season. He's the MVP. He goes the complete game. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on EOSN. We're going to try to do these a lot more often than once a week, but no promises. We can only do as much as my schedule allows. So from all of us here at EOSN, thank you guys for joining us and have a great day.